Jean, would you please call the roll?
Calling the roll, Mr. Gallagher. Mr. Schron.
Here.
Ms. Conwell. Here. Mr. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Brown. Mr. Hairston. Ms. Simon. Mr. Greenspan. Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Germana. And Council President Brady, he's absent for today's meeting.
And
You have a
can
quorum.
Can we have a motion to excuse Council President Brady's absence?
So move.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Let's stand to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
After all, it is Flag Day today.
Yeah. Yep. Flag Day. We put ours on.
We will have a moment of silence, of silent meditation dedicated to the victims and families of the horrendous mass shooting at a nightclub in Orlando, Florida, and in memory of former Cleveland Mayor, Ohio Governor, and U.S. Senator George V. Voinovich, who passed away recently. Thank you. Jean, has anyone signed in for public comment related to the agenda?
Well, there are two persons who have signed in about Lakewood Hospital, so I'm assuming that that is unrelated to the agenda.
I take that as a no?
That's correct.
All right. All right, we will deal with the unrelated at the appropriate time. Can we have a motion to approve our minutes from our May 24th meetings? Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. The minutes are approved. And we have our coach Daryl Pugh here, along with the CCBDD Rockets are proud representatives of the Cuyahoga County Board of Development Disabilities. The team was formed in 1987 from a basketball class and has been a force in Special Olympics basketball ever since then. The Rockets have been great ambassadors for both CCBDD and Cuyahoga County and have been recognized for their sportsmanship and spirit over the years. In March 2016, the CCBDD Rockets Men Division I basketball qualified for the state tournament held in Hilliard, Ohio. On Friday, March 18th, they defeated the Franklin Flyers by a score of 59-23 to advance to the finals. On Saturday, March 19th, the Rockets played the Hamilton County Lakers for the state Special Olympics Division I championship. The Rockets defeated the Lakers by a score of 62-37 to bring the championship back to Cuyahoga County. All right. The championship was a total team effort and was the result of 6 months of hard work. And we have acknowledgments that we'd like to present to you. So Councilwoman Conwell is going to come to the floor and share, and I'm going to call the name of the team. Your 2015-2016 Cuyahoga County Rockets.
All right, so in order of your names, the way they're placed in, I want you to come up and get your proclamation. Just to give a little background, and we also want to give a special thanks goes out to the Rockets coaches, which is Daryl Pugh, Mary Lombardo, Tyrone McCann, and Terrell McCann, and Jamal Brady. So are they all here as well? That's all right. We'll hope that you present them to them. So we want to thank you for your hard work, and we wanted to do that by a proclamation. I actually was fortunate to be at a Cuyahoga County Developmental Disability meeting where they were being honored that night, and I thought it was stupendous. Why didn't we do that, and why didn't we know about it? So I wanted to bring it out to everybody that's here tonight so we could all recognize the gentleman together. So Kenneth Blair, could you come up, please? They don't get one, but two. Eric Boyer. Thank you. Rafael Davila. All right. We can still clap. Donald Davis. Alonzo Etheridge. Anthony Napier. Floyd Osborne. Ray Slaughter. Bryant Taylor. We all know what position he plays, right? Leonard Thompson. Aaron Williams. Ricky Wright. And now for the coaches. Coach Daryl Pugh. Are you the head coach? All right. Coach Mary Lombardo. Tyrone McCann, Coach Tyrone McCann.
You know he's not here. That's my son.
All right, and a clap for Terrell McCann. He's not here. Coach. And Coach Jamal Brady. All right. So let's all give them a round of applause. 2016.
It's good though. So again, we just want to acknowledge all of your hard work, the team effort, and how you have represented Cuyahoga County so well. So again, just a hand clap of applause for all of you. All right. And we know you may have things that you need to do, so if you have to excuse yourself during this council meeting, we understand. All right. So at this moment, do we have any messages from our county executive?
Yes, thank you. First, I want to mention that we have lowered the flags on our county buildings in memory of both of the victims in Orlando and in memory of Senator and Governor George Voinovich. And just a moment about Senator Voinovich. He was really a compassionate, thoughtful, and devoted public servant who gave much of his adult life to helping people throughout Cleveland and throughout the county, the state, and the country. Even in the days just leading up to his passing, he was working with me and the county on initiatives to improve the lives of people in the region. So it's sad that he's passed, and we'll miss him. On another note, we recently cut the ribbon on opening the new Hilton Cleveland Hotel, which, if you haven't yet had a chance to see it, I strongly recommend it. It is truly world-class. We opened it on time and under budget, and it's been heavily booked already since the opening, and visitors already include a team from California that you may have seen on TV. Finally, in the budget, you all supported our initiative to attack the shameful rate of infant mortality by including $1.5 million. That was a great start, but it's not enough. So we've partnered with the City of Cleveland, the foundations, the business community, the hospitals, and others. And working with our partners, we took a leadership role in advocating with the state of Ohio. Our advocacy has paid off already. We were recently awarded $2.9 million from the Ohio Department of Medicaid. We were one of only 9 communities in Ohio to be selected. Our partnership with the state should allow us to truly make a difference in our efforts to save the lives of babies in our county. So thank you all for your support.
Right. All right. Legislation introduced by council. Consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and referral to committee. And Jean, if you read this item into the record.
Resolution number 2016-0101, determining the services and programs that shall be provided and funded from the Veterans Services Fund in 2016, authorizing payments to various providers in the total amount of $355,681 for said services and programs for the period ending December 31, 2017, authorizing the county executive to negotiate and execute any necessary agreements, contracts, or other documents for same.
This item will be referred to Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee. Committee report and consideration of a resolution of council for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can we have a motion to suspend Rule 9D?
Mr. Jones, I move to suspend the rule.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2016-0082, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
Can we have a motion to adopt?
I so move. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes, Vice President, this legislation was amended to remove some of the new positions for further review, so the HRAE committee asked for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Committee reports and consideration of ordinance of council for second reading.
Ordinance number 2015-0003, amending Title VII of the Cuyahoga County Code to include community development as an allowable use for the Casino Revenue Fund and to establish the County Community Development Supplemental Grant Fund Program. This is up for second reading only.
This is the second reading. And
Amendment.
we do have an amendment.
I take
I
that
have a
back.
proposed amendment, Mr.
Continue, Councilwoman Simon.
Thank you. So in front of us, we have a proposed amendment regarding the eligibility for nonprofit and community development corporations to apply, and this specifies that they have to be 2 years old prior to the application, and that they have to be in existence at the time that this ordinance or resolution passes. Ordinance. So that's all this is. It just defines the time frame by which they'll be allowed to apply. So I move, if we can, to amend this ordinance.
So moved and seconded. Any discussion on the proposed amendment? If not, do we have a motion to accept?
We have a first and a second.
Yeah, we need a vote. I'm sorry, I did not hear who seconded the motion. Mr. Sean?
No, Greenspan. Definitely not.
Thank you. Now you just need a voice
All
vote.
those in favor of accepting the proposed amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
All right.
Shron said that.
10 ayes and 1 opposition, Councilman Schron. So this item will now be moved to the June 28, 2016 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption as amended. Jean, if you read our next item into the record.
Ordinance number 2016-0010, amending section 205.06 of the Cuyahoga County Code to modify the appointment process for the chair of the Debarment Review Board, the qualifications for members of the board, and to provide that all members of the board shall serve without compensation.
Was there any comments to be had? Councilman Miller?
I'll comment on this one. It's up for third reading. It was passed by my committee.
All right. Legislation introduced by executive. consideration of resolutions for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can we have a motion to suspend Rules 9D?
Mr. Jones, I move to suspend the rules.
Second?
And that also includes 12A, 9D and 12A. So, moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2016-0102, amending the 2016-2017 biennial operating budget for 2016 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, for appropriation transfers, and for cash transfers.
Move to adopt. Any motion? Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Vice President, this is our normal weekly, biweekly fiscal agenda. Item before you are the questions and responses submitted to council and received by the administration. The administration has requested that there be an amendment, and the amendment is before you. The amendment simply changes the funding source. It's a proposed amendment to Resolution 2016-0102. I make a motion to adopt the proposed amendment.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on the proposed amendment? If no discussion, all those in favor of accepting the proposed amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. All those in favor, discussion continue.
I was just going to encourage my colleagues to support the resolution as amended.
All those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merit as amended, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution number 2016-0103, accepting or rejecting the report containing findings and recommendations of fact finder Thomas J. Knoll regarding negotiations between Cuyahoga County and Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association for a collective bargaining agreement representing approximately 15 employees in the classification of Deputy Sheriff Sergeant at the Sheriff's Department.
Move to adopt.
To accept, I second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? The item was previously discussed during the executive session. And I will introduce a proposed amendment. As we see, our resolution has accepting / rejecting. It was captured here before we had our ruling, so now we want to eliminate the word rejecting and have our resolution read a resolution accepting. Kim moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor of accepting the proposed amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Again, is there any further discussion? Those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as amended, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2016-0104, confirming the county executive's appointment of Terry Allen to serve as co-chair on the Cuyahoga Regional HIV Health Services Planning Council for an unexpired term ending June 30, 2018.
To Human Resources Appointment and Equity Committee.
Resolution number 2016-0105, confirming the county executive's appointment of David Marquardt to serve on the District 1 Public Works Integrating Committee for an unexpired term ending June 21, 2018, confirming the appointment of Christopher George to serve as alternate to David Marquardt, confirming the appointment of Nicole English to serve as alternate to Michael W. Dever.
Again, this is referred to Human Resources.
Resolution number 2016-0106, making an award on requisition number 35433 to C.H.M. Warnick in the amount not to exceed $675,000 for asset management services for the Hilton Cleveland Downtown Hotel for the period June 28, 2016 through June 28, 2019.
I refer to Public Works.
Resolution number 2016-0107, making an award on requisition number 36580 to Burton Scott Contractors in the amount not to exceed $8,929,682.81 for County Airport Runway 624 Safety Area Improvement Project Number 2.
The Public Works.
Resolution number 2016-0108, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1100-414 with Toshiba Business Solutions for countywide enterprise digital and print management services using green-friendly technology for the period July 1, 2011 through June 30, 2016, to extend the time period to June 30, 2019, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $3,900,000.
This is also referred to Public Works.
Resolution number 2016-0109, authorizing an economic development fund accelerated growth loan in the amount not to exceed $740,000 to Canaan Enterprises for the benefit of a project located at 31900 Solon Road, Solon.
Referred to Economic Development and Planning Committee.
Resolution number 2016-0110, adopting the 2016 Economic Development Plan in accordance with Section 7.05 of the Cuyahoga County Charter and Section 801.01 of the Cuyahoga County Code.
Refer to ED.
Resolution number 2016-0111, authorizing a contract with Taser International in the amount not to exceed $724,621.43 for Taser body cameras for the period July 1, 2016 through June 30, 2021.
Public Safety and Justice Affairs Committee.
Resolution number 2016-0112, authorizing a contract with Emerald Development and Economic Network in the amount not to exceed $10,658,692 for rental assistance for homeless individuals and families for the Shelter Plus Care tenant-based rental assistance program in connection with the fiscal year 2015 Hearth Act Continuum of Care homeless assistance programs for the period May 1, 2016 through April 30, 2017.
This is referred to Health and Human Services.
Resolution number 2016-0113, making an award on requisition number 35953 to various providers for job readiness, job search, job placement, and job retention services for Ohio Works First cash assistance and food stamp recipients for the period July 1, 2016 through June 30, 2017 to the providers and in the amounts not to exceed as printed on the agenda.
Referred to Health and Human Services.
Resolution number 2016-0114, making an award on requisition number 36191 to the Centers for Families and Children in the amount not to exceed $525,000 for implementation of a job skills center for work required public assistance recipients for the period July 1, 2016 through June 30, 2017.
Referred to Health and Human Services. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can we have a motion to suspend Rule 9D?
Move to suspend the rules.
I second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The rules are suspended. Jean, if you would read the next item.
Resolution number 2016-0099, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga Community College Board of Trustees for the term June 23, 2016 through June 22, 2021, as printed on the agenda.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Councilman?
I'll just make a comment that we heard these individuals in committee, and they both seemed extremely well qualified and will do very good work for the community college.
Favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution number 2016-0100, authorizing amendments to agreements and contracts with various providers for the Cuyahoga County Fatherhood Initiative for the period July 1, 2014 through June 30, 2016, to extend the time period to June 30, 2017, and for additional funds in the amounts not to exceed and for the programs as printed on the agenda.
Motion to adopt this item. We did hear this item in the Health and Human Services Committee. As our executive has said, in terms of infant mortality, we were awarded by the state $2.9 million. Of those $2.9 million, $200,000 was earmarked directly and specifically for the Fatherhood Initiative. Those $200,000 are going toward the Metro Health System's Fatherhood Initiatives Boot Camp for New Dads program to help our fathers in terms of the better care for their children in terms of infant mortality. So again, that was $200,000 to expand that program, and it was heard in committee, and I do ask for our colleagues' support.
Mr. Jones,
Councilman?
I think this is yet another example of a waste of money, not necessarily the Fatherhood Initiative, but the overhead that we're paying individuals to run this. We should follow the lead of Detroit and have nonprofits run this. We could easily do this. As far as I'm concerned, the individual that runs this spends one day, if that, to figure out where the money's going to go and takes the rest of the year off. I'm going to be looking at this real carefully this year. I'm going to be traveling to Detroit to talk to those folks up there. It's been difficult to try and track them down. But they had a program that at least I could find out where they had people doing this that had an interest in the community, as opposed to us paying someone close to $100,000 with benefits, all total. I think that portion of it is anything but a waste, is just a clear waste of money. And I'll report back at the end of the year on this.
Today, Councilwoman Chantel Brown and myself, we attended the meeting for the infant mortality as we begin to discuss how these dollars will be used and what the model looks like to help reduce infant mortality. So those conversations are going on now. It is a critical issue, and I must thank our Republican legislature for putting this $200,000 forward for us, and we will certainly work to use it as effectively as possible. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Is there any miscellaneous committee reports? Why don't we start at the other end this time?
Report, just scheduling the education environment meeting, that's okay. That will be, I guess, on the 22nd at 3, Wednesday, to hear the item referred. Is that what we're doing now?
Nothing? Nothing? Health and Human Services Committee meeting will meet as scheduled on June 22nd at 1 p.m.
Human Resources Appointment and Equity will be July 5th. But time will change to 9 o'clock due to Border Control meeting.
July 11th at 3 o'clock?
Public Works and Contracting will be meeting June 22nd on our regular time at 10 o'clock to hear the legislation sent to the committee.
All right. If there are no further committees, is there any miscellaneous business? Now, Jean, has anyone signed in for public comment? This is
Yes.
our time.
Yes, Mr. Vice President. The first speaker is Tara Peppard. Apologize if I don't say your name correctly. Peppard.
June 22nd at 1 p.m.
Council Vice President, members of council, and citizens of Cuyahoga County. I stand before you to express my utter dismay with the loss of Lakewood Hospital, a hospital serving the needs of your Cuyahoga constituents for over a century. The gravest part of this loss is the loss of the Lakewood Hospital Foundation, which was a charity of over $34 million designated for vulnerable constituents. There's a very complicated history behind this loss that you should be aware of. There was a definitive agreement signed in 1996 between the City of Lakewood and the Cleveland Clinic Foundation. A previous mayor, Mayor Kane, had threatened to sue the clinic if they didn't abide by that contract, that agreement. She represented her constituents in Lakewood, and I have great respect for her for doing that. In 2009, however, Lakewood Alive's Vision for Tomorrow plan came out. Pediatric beds were removed in this plan, trauma care was removed, and other high-frequency services. And lastly, there was a decanting plan between Mayor Summers and the Cleveland Clinic Foundation. This secret plan transferred more services and equipment out of Lakewood Hospital. If not for our grassroots efforts, we would not have known about this. NPR, the Plain Dealer, they all advertised declining patient volumes, financial woes. All of these losses were manufactured. In the recent vote to save our hospital, there was $50,000 from the Lakewood Hospital Association donated to the fight to permanently close our hospital. Lakewood Hospital Association was supposed to protect and preserve the hospital. Those funds went for multiple flyers that said to the constituents, "Watch Lakewood Hospital close forever," which intentionally confused the citizens. The end result was a difference of 500 votes. This was not a fair vote with so much false information. I have some information, which was the information between our mayor and the Metro Health Hospital, Metro Health, which gave a proposal. But there are complications involved in this, which include tortious interference. So I am very concerned about this. This is a nonprofit corporation that now has placed a master agreement with a restrictive covenant that says no one else can move in to our old hospital. This is not good government. This is not good for our citizens. In North Carolina right now, the U.S. Justice Department and North Carolina Attorney General are alleging unlawful contract restrictions. So please, thank you. Please support us and consider these devastating circumstances. Thank you.
The next speaker is Joanne Gerhardt.
Thank you, County President and council members. As a citizen of Cuyahoga County, I am very upset and concerned about the closing of Lakewood Hospital. With a population of over 50,000 citizens, they are at risk. Several thousand seniors are living within just 3 blocks of the hospital. Where do they go for care? A group of concerned citizens have been meeting weekly for over a year. I ask you council members, you please come to our weekly meetings that are held at Lakewood Library every Sunday at 4 p.m. Thankful for Dale Miller came to one of our meetings, and we thank him very much. Please consider doing something about what is happening with Lakewood Hospital. I thank you so much.
Next speaker is Reverend Pinckney Butts.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers for this coming weekend. I don't know if you believe in miracles, but I do. And County Executive Budish, in our study of the Word, and to the Christians, it says that jewelry was worn for battle. It was worn in the time of either the battle was about to take place, or there was a battle taking place, or it had just taken place. Well, I want to thank you all for not just listening to me, but hearing me. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Reverend Pamela M. Pinckney Butts. I'm a preacher, and I'm currently running for President of the United States of America for 2016. And I've lived to not only witness and experience injustices, but also experience and witness justice as to how it really should be. And I wanted to just thank you. I could say many different things. I know you hear my grandchildren, but that's a blessing that I could even have them here. I wanted to just say that the complete agenda this evening impacts me tremendously and reflects many decisions that you all have been making in my life. And I know sometimes you think people don't hear you all when you come in here and you come into the community meetings, but I hear you. And I advocate on your behalf, and I do speak up for you all. And you're kind of like the Jesus of the government. You have one person on one side, you have the federal government on one side, and you have the local government or the state government on the other side, and you have to make the decision that impacts all of them. And you are misunderstood many times. What I have here this evening, when I initially came to you all, I was expressing my victimization as a result of not only domestic violence, but other matters. But this is the pivotal piece that caused that. This is a police report that never went anywhere. Never went anywhere. It didn't go to the Detectives Bureau, it didn't go to the Sex Crimes Unit, and it didn't go to the prosecutor's office on any level. I want you to have this so you can get help for other women and other children. Right now, I have lost all of my children. I have lost them to a system that has failed me tremendously. But I believe God, and I believe in miracles, and I believe in restoration. Executive Budish and council members. And I believe with your help, my wanting to stay alive instead of people wishing for me to commit suicide, my desire to be alive, makes the most impacting statement that anyone can ever make. My desire to not want to fight people with guns and drugs and hate and cursing makes the most powerful statement that anyone can ever make. My ability to forgive and want to seek a solution and resolution is the most impacting statement that I could ever make. I want to give this to you, Councilman Germana, because when Councilwoman, excuse me for overrunning your clock, please forgive me, if you will. When Councilwoman Conley left here, she had asked you all to help me. And you picked up the torch, Councilman Germana. And we have not always agreed on a lot of things. And you said someone should be helping her. That piece alone gave me the drive to press on. You have a new process, a new penal system that's about to go into full effect. It's real, just like hell is. And I want you to do what you do and get justice for victims.
Okay,
Who do you want me to give this to, Councilman
You can give it
Germana?
to the clerk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Reverend.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. And keep me in prayer, because this is not over. I'm still in the battle. And Sheriff Pinckney has a copy of this, because I made sure he did. Mayor Jackson is aware of this. And Congresswoman Marsha L. Fudge is also aware of this. And my council members, please take note of this so we can get people help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is Terry Honor.
Good evening. My name is Terry Honor, and I'm very, very active in the Bedford Heights
area. Some of the people do know me because I've been trying to do everything, never winning at anything, but trying. That's important. I am a retired teacher, and I didn't write anything down because I just wanted to speak from my heart. There's 75 million baby boomers ranging from 50 to 70 in the United States. And in Bedford Heights, we have a little over 10,000 population. And I've been there well over 20 plus years. And one of the pet peeves I've had is to keep the aesthetics of my city, my municipality, beautiful. So years ago, back in the 90s, I tried to organize flowers, people getting awards for that. And then eventually we organized a street club. And so I'm kind of the remnant of a street club. But a couple months ago, another lady and myself, we came to one of your meetings in the morning, and we tried to find out about the monies that the federal government and the state were giving the various municipalities in Cuyahoga County. And I know that if I'm correct, there's about 30 because there was 30 school districts in the county when I was working a couple years ago. And the municipality that received the largest amount of money was Parma because it is so large. And then I went on to find out that last year Warrensville, who is, I want to say, an innovator in helping their baby boomers or people who've worked all their lives but have run out of money with home improvements. And Mayor Sellers, if I'm correct, he secured the money and gave $1,500 grant monies for people who were in violations. Not major violations, because $1,500 is not a lot, but it's enough to do some of the little things that you might want to do. And then this year, I went and met with one of his business managers. They say they can't talk to me because I'm not on the payroll for the county, the city, or anyone. I'm on a payroll for retirees. But I did find out that he was able to secure funds from the business community. Well, let me say this, foreclosure is still up. And the reason I know it's still up, because there was an article on June 5th in the Cleveland Plain Dealer talking about people are still losing their homes, and many people are still in violations, especially when you're on a fixed income. And they want to repair, but they don't have the money. So you have all this loan money out here, and most people like myself who are baby boomers, we've loaned ourselves to death. Even if it is as low as 2% and 3%, you still have to pay it back. So I said, well, why can't we do what Mayor Sellers is doing in Bedford Heights? I presented that to the council meeting, and I presented it several times. And then I had a lady by the name of Miss Miller from your office come in and speak in closed session to the council. Give me 1 minute. Well, it didn't go anywhere. The only thing that I got out of all of this running in circles, calling all these people, going to Warrensville City Hall, worrying Miss Brown, worrying Miss Ross, is I'm at a stalemate. There is no money available according to my mayor. So I said I would come here and speak on the behalf of the residents of Bedford Heights and ask for your assistance, direction. I have a computer. There are firewalls up that will not let a layperson like myself into that information system. You give me the time and I will come down here like I've done this evening. Anytime, my car works, and I'll be here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
The last speaker is Nathan Malakowski.
Hi there. Just wanted to do a quick update on RTA. I hope you all have seen we had a vote to increase fares. That's 25 cents on daily passes, 50 on weekly, 10 on monthly, as well as increases to paratransit, and a slightly reconfigured change to routes that will take effect, all of this on August 14th. So wanted to make sure that you all were aware of that. And again, reiterate our invite to our town hall, which is happening next week. It's June 23rd at 6 p.m. at Antioch Baptist Church over on Cedar. Some things that we're looking at in terms of our interests and why we have continued to come speak out before you is some sort of advisory committee on transit from the county to look at solutions on a county basis for some of our funding issues. And also, as we said before, the idea of getting stronger rider representation through the county's appointment to RTA's board. So just wanted to lift up those again, and myself and Caitlin Johnson will be here after this wraps up, and hope to connect with some of you at that point. Thanks.
Thank you. Jean, any?
That's it, Mr. Vice President.
All right. Well, our next regular meeting will be Tuesday, June 28th at 5 p.m. Right before that, we will have a committee of the whole meeting. The exact time is still to be determined. If nothing else holds our attention, our meeting is now adjourned.